How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video. Ladies and gents, we have some massive news, actually, which is a new adventure in the land of Kitakami awaits. An epilogue is coming for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, arriving on January 11th, 2024. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it has been announced. And if you don't know what this is, for those of you who've completed the Indigo disc and Kitakami, if you completed both DLCs, there is an epilogue, a final conclusionary story, an event that's going to take place with a mythical Pokemon. Now, of course, if you don't want spoilers, you skip this, but all you need to know, if you're not going to, watch the rest of this video, all you really need to know is that it's coming out on January 11th. It's going to be it's already part of the game. It's just going to be an item that gets distributed, and then it's going to be available for everyone. So stay tuned until January 11th. When it does drop, I'll be making a video for you guys and all that sort of stuff, announcing what's going on. But in terms of what's happening, though, we do have an official announcement here. We also have Cerebi saying that, an epilogue for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Hidden Treasure Area Zero is releasing on January 11th. There's a Japanese video trailer, and there's an English trailer here as well. So we're going to watch the English one real quick. I'm going to be muting this a little bit just so it's not like, just so it's not too loud. Make sure we don't get into copyright issues with Nintendo. But basically, as you can see, it's got the Nintendo logo just starting off. Here we go. So it sounds like you're about to go have a little adventure together. And then it continues on. Well, have fun if you do. No fighting, and be sure to look out after one another. And of course, it's Kitakami. And as you guys can see, again, if you don't know, you're going to be hanging out with your friends. You're going to be hanging out with, Arvin, Nimona. We're going to also be hanging out with Penny. All three of us, I guess all four of us combined, are going to be meeting up over in Kitakami, as there is something that's been going down, and we got to, we're going to hang out and see what happens. We're all here. We're going to be hanging out with them, spending time, but there is a bit of a twist and adventure at the end. Here you can see epilogue available Thursday, January 11th at, 1400 UTC. So at 2 p.m. basically is when this should be dropping. So if you're in, UTC time zone, I'm not sure what that would end up to be. I think this is going to be like 3 p.m. for me, or something like that. But it's going to be dropping on January 11th. Of course, I have you can already kind of get access to this if you do add the item. If you hack the item into your game, you can already kind of experience it. But if you're waiting for this officially, as somebody who doesn't have any way to get the item, by hacking it in and stuff, if you don't have the access to that, you're going to have to wait until January 11th for the event to actually take place. And here's basically what it says as to what you need to do. Complete a certain post-game event in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and then complete the main stories of the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. So yes, you will need to complete all those to gain access to this actual event. You will need to complete all of those if you want to gain access to it. It's not going to be available to you otherwise. Just keep that in mind. And as you can see, there is a reference here to this character right here in the middle. Now, if you guys have been following me and talking about, following all the leaks and stuff, I've been talking about the fact that there's this thing called Dokutaro, which is based on a character called Momotaro, who basically, with the help of a bunch of animals, a monkey, a dog, and a bird, they all together go out on an adventure. But the funny thing is, it seems like in this case, it's not a human. It's rather another possible Pokemon. And it might be related to this little fella. Of course, you guys know this. If you've been watching my videos, you already know this. We already covered all this information. It's not something brand new, but it's officially now confirmed. You're going to have to go and start the event after receiving the item. Keep in mind, you're going to need to get, the item specifically, which is the mythical Pekka Berry. You're going to need to get your hands on that first. Once you have your hands on that, then you're set. That's all you need. As for the Japanese trailer, we're going to try to make sure we don't get into trouble here from copyright. But if we just go through it, it's basically the same information. As you can see, something is happening here. They're all in panic. They don't show it off just yet, but we kind of already know if you've already, it's going to be at 11 at night Japanese time. So yeah, it's going to be kind of standard release schedule. Almost the same time whenever they release trailers, kind of around that same time frame. But as you can see, same thing, same information. Again, the little doll, and that pretty much summarizes that. So I just want to quickly mention this, make a video on this, talk about it. There is also some other stuff I want to mention in this video while I'm at it. For example, Cerebi tweeted out saying, reminder, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Dialga and Palkia Terror Raid Battle event is due to end tomorrow, December 21st. So if you guys have not gone and done that yet, please do. If you want to get these two, I'd highly recommend going in with a Sylveon of sorts. Of course, they're going to be Dragon Terra type, so you're going to be struggling if you don't go in with the, either an Ice type or a Fairy type. Fairy type probably recommended. A Sylveon would be really good. You can even get the special Terra Sylveon, which is a Terra, I think, Fairy type as well. You can find that one in Scarlet and Violet. It's right next to the Fairy team's squad group or whatever area, whatever you want to call it. You can find it there. But nonetheless, though, definitely do this because, like I said, it's going to be ending. And I think if you look at Cerebi, there's also a bunch of other events that are going to be ending very soon. If we scroll down here further, I think another one that's going to be ending soon is also going to be the Darkrai one. So reminder, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Darkrai distribution is about to end on Thursday, December 21st at 23:59 UTC. So yes, you have 1 day left to do this, okay? I highly recommend jump into the game right now, get your hands on these. Like I said, code New Moon is coming, and just switch out the O's and the I's for 0s and 1s, and that's the code. Again, you can pause the video right here and look at the code if you haven't already gotten it. I highly recommend to get your hands on it right now. You're not going to be able to get it otherwise any other way, except, of course, if people do, like, you know, like if they gen the Pokemon, if they actually make generated versions of it, or if they clone the Pokemon as well, which I don't know if there's any clone glitching methods right now, but that's besides the point. Basically, go get it right now. It's a free Darkrai, man. I used it throughout my playthrough of the Indigo discs. I would highly recommend going and getting it while you still can, because it's going to disappear very soon. So definitely do that. And of course, there is going to also be a distribution for Pokemon Scarlet players, I think. I think everybody's going to get it, but especially for Scarlet players, you guys can't get the move TM223 right now, which is Metal Sound. So they're giving away 10 of those for free. And also they're going to be putting out a new patch, patch 3.0.1 to fix this. And there's a whole update thingy about it. Mostly that's just one bug thingy they're fixing, and they're giving back by just giving you a free Metal Sounds through Mystery Gift. Now again, they haven't given out the exact details on this just yet. We're still waiting for it, but you should be getting this on December 26th, so you're going to have to wait for about 6 days before that's going to be possible. So if you specifically need Metal Sound for whatever reason, you're going to have to, like, ask somebody to trade you a Pokemon that already has Metal Sound as a move on it. Otherwise, I mean, if you're playing Pokemon Violet, you'll be fine. If you're playing Pokemon Scarlet, I don't know, Chief, you're going to be a bit in trouble. But nonetheless, though, again, the big thing we're talking about, again, at the end of the day, the epilogue is here, guys. Now, if you want to, there is a channel, and maybe we'll link the video down below. If you guys want to go and see the event already, if you want to see what it's like, if you want to see a full playthrough of it, they're all over Twitter, YouTube, and I have a playthrough of it over on our Leaks channel as well. If you want to check it out, just saying, okay, we have it over there, if hopefully nothing goes bad with that. But if you guys want to check it out, you can do that. I'll still be replaying it again, because I think it's a really cool event. I think it's a really, really cool event. It's a great epilogue. I know some people hate this DLC, some people hate Scarlet and Violet. Hey, I'm not going to stop you from hating it. That's totally fine. I don't really care. At the end of the day, if you hate it, you hate it. If you love it, you love it. It's not really my decision to tell you what you should feel. But I do think this event is really cool. It's just like a small thing. Like, gotta remember, we didn't get anything cool even like this at all with Sword and Shield. I know people are complaining about Scarlet and Violet, like, oh, it's the most horrible Pokemon games we've ever had. But Sword and Shield didn't even have any events like this. Like, the only thing Sword and Shield had was the Crown Tundra had a bunch of, I guess, cool Pokemon to capture, but that was the extent of it. Like, what? You could catch the legendary birds and 2 Regieleki and Regidrago, which is cool and all, but that's, like, where it ends. In this, of course, yes, we can catch all the legendaries. They are shiny locked, which people hate. There's a lot of stuff to complain about. But I will say, this epilogue is fantastic, and it's your way to get a brand new mythical Pokemon. So keep that in mind. Very important. It's official now that we're going to be getting it. So yeah, just keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you all for, of course, watching this video, for staying subscribed. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.